I was doing Orangutan from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I was doing the other company. I'm obsessive. I obsessively conquer things.
Okay.
It's not a matter of luck. It's a matter of consistency and math. You can do what you like and live off of it if you do it with like 100% of passion.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Today you're joining me with Mike Tang, also known as Ohrangutang. Mike, when I look at your Instagram, I would say you're a photographer, but when I look more into, you're also a filmmaker. That said, how would you define yourself as an artist, photographer? Like
Okay.
how do you see
No,
yourself?
thank you for inviting me, dude. I would like to describe myself today as a as a content creator. Before that word was, so trendy today. I was obsessed with creating content visually. So I was a graphic designer first. I also was a web developer. I remember I started developing websites with Flash, and I used to animate the intros a lot. So, I was very attracted to visuals a lot. And so I don't like to tag myself as just a photographer, especially a photographer, because it's not my first passion. I do like video more, and I'm more of a motion kind of guy. So yeah, I'll guess a general content creator. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that would be me.
Mm-hmm. What is it about filmmaking that you're, I guess, more attracted to?
I was very influenced by films. When I was young, I was obsessed watching films every day. I was alone at home all my life. My dad used to. I grew up without a mom, so it was just me and my dad. And he left home like at 5 a.m. and came back at like 10 p.m. So every day I was alone at home. So I used to go and rent VHS movies all the time, all types. And I used to love the covers of the movies because back in the day it was not Blockbuster. Like there was just one cover. I remember you were able to see the cover. So I was fascinated by the whole situation, like the cover. I like horror characters a lot because of the branding.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was very influenced by film. That's why I'm obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so taking a step back, so you liked film. It seemed like that was your inspiration, but you mentioned that you kind of got started as a graphic designer.
Yes. Yeah, looking for some outlet, some artistic outlet. Um, Back in the day, also, if you like, for my dad, if I was an artist, I was not gonna be successful. You don't want your kids to be artists. Back in the day, so it was graphic design was something that I could go to school for it, and it was creative enough for me to do. So it was something that the closest that I was able to do accepted by the society, that was graphic design. But it called my attention. I was good at it, so I believe I was good at it, and it became like a passion. Then I learned Flash to develop websites, so I was kind of like making little movies before the website started, because you could animate like the whole button, like it was a little toy, and then the toy became the button, and the UI or the layout of the website, it started from an animation. So it was kind of like doing like little movies. It was something cool. And I don't remember what the question was. Sorry, did I got
Oh,
lost again?
no, it was more just asking, like, so graphic design was kind of like your starting point into where
Yes,
you are now.
yes. Graphic design. I couldn't finish it because of money. So I did like one semester, and then I did a semester of something called visual communication.
Okay.
Um, and that was like my school for Photoshop and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very cool. So then how did you go from just learning Flash and building websites to kind of being where you are now, where you're shooting these models, you have millions of Instagram followers, right? Like,
Mm.
how did that, I mean, no, it's a general question, but how did that, was that your plan to be like this famous artist where you kind of just fell into it?
Well, I'm an obsessive guy. So everything I start to do, I try to do the best that I can. I try to be the best one. I'm a very well-rounded sports guy. I used to do all type of sports because I get obsessive. I get obsessed with everything, so I try to do the best. It happens with photography. With when I was doing websites too. When I started photography, when I was doing websites, sorry, I had to hire a photographer, and I was always on the side. I was curious to do photography with models. That's something I was curious to do.
Mhm.
Also because I was very influenced by magazines. I used to love the prints.
Mhm.
And I had to hire a photographer to do the photos for a website I was doing. And this photographer, rest in peace right now, he died recently. He was like super a big influence to me in a very unique way because he treated me very bad. He was like a douchebag. But I'm the kind of person that gets motivated by negativity, by being challenged, by like I always want to prove that I can do things. Um, so I had to hire him to do the photos of it was like invitations for a wedding, something like that. It was
Right.
very cool because it was like with I don't know how to say it, but like very cool design.
Mhm.
And through that, like it inspired me, like, dude, if this guy who is a douchebag can do it, I can do it myself. So I went and bought a camera the way I could. Somebody helped me to get it, and then I started like a month later. I started producing money with it because I did buy it with the purpose of making money.
Mhm.
So I started learning. I think YouTube wasn't around at that time. I don't remember because I did learn with YouTube, but like 11 years ago. There was not a lot of tutorials. And it's not like today that you can learn everything super fast.
Mhm.
So, but I was obsessed and I practiced a lot. I got hired by a gourmet food magazine.
Okay.
And by shooting gourmet food, it was very cool because it's not like product photography that you have to do makeup on the burger, that kind of stuff. When you shoot food photography and it's gourmet, it's already aesthetically beautiful. It's
Mhm.
just like a temporary state that you have to shoot the food fast. So I had to learn how to shoot the food fast, and it was super cool. And I gained a lot of weight because I was able to eat the food after the shoots. But it was very cool because that like I did that for like 2 years, and that's how I say I learned about lighting through shooting food photography. It
Oh.
was very cool, and I started developing that career of photography as I was shooting models. I was shooting with agencies. I started shooting events. I used to shoot everything,
Mhm.
and I got like super frustrated because I was literally doing it for money. I was very successful to especially with the weddings. People were I was traveling all over the world shooting weddings,
Mhm.
uh, but I wasn't happy. That wasn't something I was enjoying.
Mhm.
And I always had a lot of like girlfriends and friends that are female. I was always the guy that is more with girls than with guys. I don't like to hang out with alphas. I blame that on my mom. She wasn't around, so I always had the need to have women's energy around.
Mhm.
Like my friends' moms, they were like my mom. So I was always like looking for that energy. It wasn't just a sexual thing or
Mhm.
me trying to hook up with the girls. Of course, I was that too because my dad was like a huge player,
Yeah.
so he influenced me a lot. Um, but I always treated women with a lot of respect. That was part of who I am. So at one point when I was doing the other career, and I was frustrated. I went to Christina and my wife right now, and I told her, dude, I need to create a project that is 100% me.
Mhm.
It's not influenced by money or anything like that. I want to do it with passion.
Mhm.
So I already had the practice of shooting women in the other company, and Instagram was starting, and I saw kind of like the potential.
Mhm.
I already work with like creative agencies and advertising agencies, so I understand marketing a lot. And when I created that project of Orangutan, it was very calculated. It wasn't like fake or anything like that, but it was very calculated because I did understand marketing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Christina and I told her, dude, this is an amazing platform where you can grow organically. At that time, you could grow organically. It was not, the algorithm wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I saw the potential of it's like an everyday portfolio, a place where you can force yourself to, show your last photo and in an everyday portfolio, a portfolio that is updating every day.
Yeah.
And well, like everything, I got obsessed and went all the way. I started learning and started getting obsessive with gear,
Mm-hmm.
because technology. I started orangutan when the first mirrorless camera came out, which is the Olympus OM5. That was like the first generation or second generation.
Mm-hmm.
I already had, dude, like, I don't know, like 5 cameras, Canon cameras in the other company, the best cameras, the best computer. I had everything, and
Mm-hmm.
I left it behind because he had like terrible energy for me. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, I'm a very intense dude.
Yeah.
So I started with this little camera, doing it with passion, and in the first month, I was already making more money with this project than I was already doing with the other one for 5 years. So, I was like, dude, that makes no sense. I was doing orangutan from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. And
Mm-hmm.
then from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., I was doing the other company. So I was shooting an amazing project, having fun in the mornings. And then in the afternoon, I was doing something and I wasn't happy. And it was the same career. It was photography, video, and stuff. It was just a different purpose. And, like, I got obsessed, and a science in my mind started developing of, dude, you can do what you like and live off of it if you do it with like 100% of passion. And that's what happened with orangutan. I just evolved the project a lot. Christina came on board with the project as well. She's part of it. She was part of it in the beginning, but with the concept as well.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point we kind of like noticed the the effect that we were doing on the people that we were shooting. And that's why we like to shoot people that are non-models, not professional models, because the experience is what's important to us. I learned how to do photography, but orangutan is not my it's not my artistic vision. It's just a practice that I know how to do.
Mm-hmm.
And my art, if something, is connecting with people and making women feel beautiful, because that's a need that I always had. I always had the need to have women's approval because, the lack of female presence in my life. I
Mm-hmm.
hope I, sum it up. Like, I did a good,
Little timeline. Yeah. No.
yeah,
No.
a little time. Yeah, because I always talk a lot. So, and I get lost very fast.
Mm-hmm. No. No. I do appreciate that though. So do you ever take breaks then? Do you ever like take a vacation where you always, it's not like you're always working, but like that's what you want to do too?
Yeah. We don't take breaks. We don't take 1 days off. We don't have days off. Like sometimes we have a day off if it's possible because someone canceled and we like, okay, that's our day off. Something that happened when orangutan was like booming. Um, like I had a lot of work. I was shooting girls like 2 to 4 times a day. It was crazy. We didn't know where people was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But it was happening. It was happening because of the experience. People were talking like, dude, you go to them and you have a great experience. It's not about the photos. The photo is just a reminder of the experience. And sorry, what was the question? Damn, I got
Yeah,
lost.
it was more so like, do you ever take breaks?
Oh, the breaks. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And at some point, like 2 years in, we were doing incredible. We started making a lot of money. We were like, dude, this is crazy. Let's take a step back, like naturally, because we were tired and we were not in shape. Like right now, we're in shape. Like I used to be like huge.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't healthy, and we needed like we said it. We consciously took like a break in a way. We were like, dude, let's shoot less. Let's take it easy. I don't know what happened because that's not me. It's never been me. But we were tired and they were like, okay, let's take it slow. And like we started losing a lot of jobs. The algorithm hit, and it
Oh.
was crazy. They took our account down for like a month. We lost so much work, and at that point we were like, dude, you cannot consciously say no to projects. What you have to do is do your best to enjoy the projects. So we created an ecosystem on Orangutan where I don't have to work for anyone. I create an experience for people. We have all these products that we consume, and they're the best quality because we are very meticulous with the quality and everything. And we consume the products. Let's use the products to do our own commercials, and the people we work with. I mean, only and we create an ecosystem where we're only having fun. And I don't have to go because I used to have a lot of problems with the record labels. I used to do music videos, and the bureaucracy in it, and the lack of respect for creators. If you're not famous, there's no respect for creators. So you're always, if we keep influences, their standard circuit of photography, that I have to go to school and I have to work for a client, there's a big chance that I'm going to be very unhappy, because when I go to the client, he's going to make me do something I don't want to do, and the final product, maybe I'm not going to be proud of it, because maybe when I'm shooting the commercial, people treat me like shit. The bureaucracy is terrible. The director is a diva. So the whole process is terrible. So I'm working in a circuit where I'm not enjoying it. I'm not free. It
Mhm.
makes no sense.
Mhm.
So, dude, with social media, tell me your story. And if I'm attracted to your story, I'm going to follow, I'm going to support it. Whatever you do, I'm going to support you.
Mhm.
And that's kind of like the concept of how you, when I said, before I created the Orangutan project, I said these things to Christina, and I
Mhm.
told, like, not predicted, because I don't predict. I'm just obsessive, and I conquer. I'm
Mhm.
obsessive. I obsessively conquer things.
Okay.
It's not a matter of luck. It's a matter of consistency and math. I tried, and when someone tells me no, I go the other way. No, this way, okay, the other way, until I get there. But no is not a no. No is a different way.
Yeah.
So, with that, sorry that I rant and I ramble a lot, but that's the
That's
way I
it.
am.
Yeah. No, I mean that's cool. Looks like it's interesting to see. So like if you look at your Instagram, if the way you approach art, even like just like your whole fashion sense is like
Mm-hmm.
super artsy. But then talking
Mm-hmm.
to you, it's like you say, "Oh yeah, that's there," but I am very calculated. It's all part of the plan. Like trust me, it's a
Yeah.
process that's been planned out. Like you, I feel like that's something you don't see a lot in artists
Yeah. It's
or businessmen.
I'm able to wow. I'm able to say, step out of the artist mode. That's something I tell my wife. I do see art and beauty in a lot of things, and I consciously, especially when I'm high, I'm like super poetic. I'm a very romantic guy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I don't like to be in artist mode all the time, because being in artist mode makes me wear a mask that can be very arrogant and very egocentric, and it's all about me, and it's hard to have empathy with you if I'm only here telling you, dude, I see beauty, and when I see a girl, the sparks and shit, like, dude, what is he talking about? I'm not able to learn anything. He's just talking about his vision, his perception.
Yeah.
And that, if I only talk like that, I'm only looking for you to tell me I'm amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember when I thought of this movie, and a lightning stroke in front of me, and I created this art. And what am I doing? I'm looking for your approval, for you to tell me, dude, you're amazing. What a vision.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that doesn't fit me anything. It's better
Yeah.
that you tell me something that I learned I am an artist. I know I'm an artist, and I'm a super romantic guy, and I see beauty in everything, and I can explain beauty. That's what romanticism is. I can explain it for real. But you wear a mask depending on where you are, and that's the mask that I'm showing you right now, the conscious one.
Mm-hmm. No, I appreciate it. That's really cool to see. So somewhat related, somewhat hard left. Like we were talking about like photography and videos and all that stuff, right? But you
Yeah.
do a lot more than that. You have Orangutan Provoke, Orangutan Studio
Yeah.
Care. Like, how did you go from being more of like that content creator side to now creating like actual physical products?
Yeah. Well, we needed something to create content for.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what better way of doing it with products that we consume.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we are constantly optimizing our life, like most people are doing. Most people are optimizing their life. Sometimes they're a slave of food or drugs and or something, and ambition goes out of the way sometimes with that.
Mm-hmm.
But for us, is we're always people in general. They like to optimize their life. Me pasa una story, porfa. Que salga bien. Optimizing their life. So in our search to optimize our life, we're like, dude, let's our favorite products that we consume. Let's create brand. Let's make a brand around it. Put in the ecosystem, and we create content for those brands. That's the brand I'm gonna work for, and I'm gonna little by little, I'm gonna have more budget and more resource to grow the brand and to create better commercials. Like instead of me waiting for someone to hire me for a different brand, I don't know if it makes sense. Like, dude, I'm free. I'm 100% free, and it feels amazing. Of course, I'm also I like to work a lot. Uh, and I suffer from this thing that I tell you, like Orangutan is not me as a creative artist. It's not my artistic vision. I'm going to create a project right now where I'm going to be able to do that. And it's not going to be influenced by money or followers or this calculated vision of making a living off of something that I love.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be me, and if it's successful, but I'm not looking for to be successful. I'm just looking to have a message, and
Mm.
whoever wants to see it will see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, so one thing I was curious about, because you're bringing up like you had the experience of working for this photographer that wasn't the best. You worked with personalities in your like advertising marketing jobs. Now that you were kind of like the head of your own kind of vision and execution, do you still kind of run into those personalities with people you work with that like are your
Well,
clients?
it's very hard. Of course, today I put myself in social media. I talk a lot on social media, so a lot of what we are, people already know. So people that come here, they come here to consume the orangutan experience, which is you come here, you're gonna be accepted. If you're coming to create content, we're gonna create content. If you're coming to hang, we can hang. We can talk. We can learn. Uh, but it's hard. People are the Instagram, social media is filtering our interactions in a way. So it's very hard where we have a bad experience, or someone comes here just to have the photos and just to take. That's how we call it. Because in the end, people sometimes they just want to post me, take a photo of me. I just want to be part of the cloud, but I don't care about you. And it's okay. You don't have to care about me, but at least we created this experience. Enjoy it. It's not about me taking a photo and your ego and people telling you you're beautiful and that's it. It's not that for us.
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore. It's not about the photos.
Mm-hmm.
This is just my practice, and everybody can do this. If I'm an orthodontist, I don't know if that's how you say it, but I can create the best experiences for the people. It's a traumatic experience in general. If I make a good experience for people, I'm gonna be the best orthodontist and create the best experience, and I'm gonna be be having a lot of work because I'm focusing on experience and not in the acceptance of my work and my ego, and it's all about me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So on that note of experience, kind of tying back to like your personal experience when you were shooting, one thing when I looked into, you noted that, and let me know if I'm wrong, like you weren't really into the very super crisp look of photos. Like you like a little bit of blur and effect to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was always into, like I told you, movies from the 90s. And that's kind of like most of the movies that I watch. It's a movie from the 90s. Right now, there's a whole new generation that they like everything like super sharp. Everything looks like theater. Everything is 8K. Now it's 12K. More information. Everything in your face. So, see, yeah, it's crazy. It's super real. Even the stories, they have no soul. There's no soul in cinema today. I mean, I shouldn't say this, it's not in general, but there's a lot of it. We get influenced so easily now and so fast, and we consume so much content that things are very artistic and very beautiful, but everybody can do it.
Mhm.
It's very easy to do, especially when it's examples. If you work with Netflix, they tell you what cameras you can use, what type of lighting. It's very, everything is looking like very the same, you know. So in the 90s, the movies, the film look, the actual film look, which is not digital, there was a separation. It doesn't matter about, not even the lighting was the problem. It was there was a separation. When you see film, it was like it was impossible for you to be in a film. You had that feeling. Today, it's like, dude, was that shot with an iPhone and a lot of lighting because it looks super crisp, but there's no soul to it.
Mhm.
Our art, in a way, has died, and I'm part of it, 100%, because I don't shoot orangutan for photos for me. Uh, but it has died because it's easier to do. Art is easier to do.
Mhm.
People should see that. That's why it's so important to hear artist stories. If you're a photographer and you learn how to do photography, tell me where you come from. Tell me what your story is, and
Mhm.
use your tools to be creative. If you want to do a commercial for example, you always dream of doing a commercial for Nike. Dude, don't do it for Nike. Don't do it for Nike. Do it for you. Find a way. Do it for you. You're free 100%. I promise you're gonna enjoy it more, and it's gonna be better than if Nike paid you to do the commercial.
Mhm.
You know, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, if you're a content creator, everybody's a content creator now.
Mhm.
Everybody has to be a content creator if you want to tell your story, and because in the end, social media is a huge marketplace. It's not a social media anymore. It's a marketplace where your IG, your account, it's your identity, and that's how you interact with people. And even with this isolation that we have now, it's even harder. The currency is your ability, your career, your practice.
Mhm.
That's your currency. People come to us and they bring us food, and we give them a post. We never use money, and we're doing a full trade of situations where we're not even using the standard currency, and we're living amazingly. We're connecting with people, we're having fun, we are getting fed,
Mhm.
we're making women feel beautiful, we're doing all this situation. Now if a carpenter comes and I can do a post for him to have more work, he can create a piece for me here, an amazing piece. That happens too. No money, no money in this community.
Yeah.
So it's this is kind of like the hippie way I see everything now, and I want everybody to do an ethical practice of making people feel good instead of just trying to take money, 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 and it's all about money and fame and acceptance. It's all about me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. No, I appreciate that. That's very cool. Very cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Sorry that I jumped from cinematography to this, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Well, so and on that note, then the brain photography. And this is something I didn't thought of until I came across you is this idea of being very efficient with your camera. So like I
Yeah.
don't know if it was on IG or YouTube, but you mentioned that depending on what you're shooting, your in this case the tool you're going to use should be designed. So if you're going to shoot film, get a film camera. If it's photography, get a camera like a photo camera, but don't get one that does both. Uh,
Yeah.
what's the issue if you were to use a camera for same camera for both?
Well, of course, in the beginning, I was not able to do it because I didn't have any budget to have all this gear that I have right now. But I always thought efficiently because I noticed that the only way that I got better, it was practicing it a lot.
Mhm.
So when I have a film camera, a video camera, and a photo camera, and the moment when I was switching setups and stuff or lenses, depending on the look that I wanted to achieve, I was losing time, and I know now that it's better to do it and do it and do it and fail, and it's not a perfect product at the end, It's better to do it 1,000 times than to do it one time amazingly. First of all, if you do it amazingly, you're not hungry. That means you're not hungry. Just you're satisfied.
Mm.
And you stop in the constant search of, dude, I need to be better. And I need to be better and faster. And I need to be able, instead of doing 2, I do 4. And I need to be able to do more and more and more and more and more. And with repetition, you creating a way of a muscle memory,
Mhm.
and then you have no limitations. Right now, if you tell me how to replicate something in terms of video or photos, I will be able to do it because I've done it extensively. Sometimes I forget, so with a simple video that I see on YouTube, okay, this is how you do it, boom, I know how to do it. So I don't limit myself in the knowledge of tools, the tools, especially the tools, the resources.
Mhm.
Like whenever a new Photoshop's out, I learn how to use it. If a new software, I learn how to use it. I'm gonna learn how to use everything that is new because I want to know all the tools, because I want no limitations when I'm creating. When I'm creating, I don't want, because it happens when I was doing music videos,
Mhm.
DPs and editors were telling me, no, you cannot do that. It's not with this budget, you cannot do this. You can't do this color. No, you shouldn't be doing this. So I was like, dude, I need to learn how to do camera. I need to learn how to do color. I need to learn how to do. So I learned the whole process. The only thing that I didn't learn was audio, because I wasn't depending on it. So I
Mhm.
was just looking for music, and I did notice that if you do music, you might get tired of it. But if you listen to from music from somewhere else, you will always enjoy it. So I'd rather get influenced by the music instead of me creating the music. That's something I don't want to learn, because I appreciate music a lot from other people.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, I think repetition is the key for everything. I don't think there's anyone special. I don't think there's a special artist with a special vision. There's people that react in a very specific way to their stories, and the more fucked up you are, maybe the more interesting your art can be. I believe that. There's a lot of people that they don't have ambitions, and they think their story or their life is whatever, and that's why they they feel their life is boring, and they don't develop the artist. But I think everybody has an artist inside, and it's all about developing or no.
Mhm. So awesome, Mike. I appreciate a lot of good insights. And again, I think it's really cool that you do a lot more than just being like that romantic artist. I mean, you are, but you also have this whole business, just a calculus. I think that's really, really admirable. Um,
Thank you, sir.
to kind of take another hard left, right? To kind of walk away from it. Um, it seems like you're a really big advocate for intermittent fasting. Um,
Yeah.
what is it about that type of lifestyle that you're so like into?
Well, when in my search for, I was always like a sports guy. I used to love working out, and I always thought myself as a healthy person, but I didn't understand nutrition. And in my search to conquer my fitness,
Mm-hmm.
I saw a video. Of course, like everyone, I did countless of diets and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and started. I was still, that was something I was losing. I feel like I always felt like a winner, or like a guy that I can conquer anything, but my fitness was not there, and I didn't understand it because I was eating terrible. Now I know,
Mm-hmm.
but working out is not enough. Nutrition is super important. So in my search, I saw a video that resonated with me. It made sense about intermittent fasting.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Kuran Blevin. Um, and I started doing the fasting for a week,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were touring to London to shoot in London,
Okay.
and one of the models um brought like a holistic doctor, a young guy, and I told him like, dude, what do you think about this? And he explained it in a more scientific way, and it made a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like enough for me to go all the way obsessively like I am, and dude, changed my life in 2 weeks. I was better already from a different problem that I had with the
Mhm.
in the US we call it IBS. I suffer from IBS,
Mhm.
but now I understand it's just I'm very sensitive to a lot of food, like a lot of people. There's something called bio individuality,
Mhm.
which means that we're all coded differently. So we're all able to eat and process food differently. Even if it's your twin brother, he
Mm.
might have a different code than you, and that's something I know now. So with the fasting, dude, it helped me so much, and it created, in a way, I created an analogy of everything. I'm so romantic that I created an analogy of everything. So fasting was a way for me to earn my meals every day. Someone told me once, and I never understood that until I lived it. If you go to bed hungry, you will wake up better, thinner. In the fitness sense, you wake up thinner. But I took that and it was like, dude, this is perfect. If I go to bed hungry, I will wake up a better person.
Mhm.
More, like that's how I see fasting.
Mhm.
If I get to earn my meals every day, it's gonna worth it. And literally that's how I see everything. Like, I need to be hungry all the time. Every time I go to bed, I'm hungry for food, hungry for projects, hungry for love, whatever, dude. Hungry, and
Mhm.
I stay myself hungry. Also, with time, when you lose, I'm 38 now.
Okay.
You start producing less testosterone, so you're more like sluggish, and that kind of stuff happen if you don't work out. You also lose ambition. That's why you see old people. They're like they accepted who they are, and they have no more projects, and they're like they just want to retire and see television.
Mhm.
Um, I don't want to be that person. I always want to have something to conquer. So,
Mhm.
fasting is like the perfect analogy for me. It's like I
Mhm.
have to earn my meals every day, and I earn everything I have all the time.
Mhm.
And it's part of who we are. And also, there's something scientific behind it, which is incredible, which is you're giving up, you're not metabolizing your body so much, so you're not aging it. The concept of eating 6 times a day and accelerate your metabolism works. Yeah, you lose weight, but the reality is that we are incapable of eating perfect every day. So in those 6 meals that you're eating something that your body is having a hard time processing. And it makes no sense because with inflammation, with avoiding inflammation, we avoid the roots of so many problems.
Mhm.
Diabetes, it can be one of them. Cancer, a lot of different cancers. Dude, nutrition is linked to everything,
Mhm.
and if we don't understand it, uh, we're doomed, basically.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it true that you eat an avocado a day? It's like part of that.
Yeah, dude. Right now, I'm not eating so much avocado because I found something new that I love. That was something that was hard, where for us Latinos, or I don't know if everyone is like this, but if the food where you come from, it's it's not the healthiest,
Mhm.
you're gonna have a hard time removing it because it's part of who you are. So
Mhm.
I open my mind to try new foods every day, all the time,
Mhm.
and it's the best thing I've ever done because I don't have to suffer. Like I don't have to be on the side of vegan or meals. I'm always trying new things to see what I can digest good, and I'm always discovering new things. I don't have to be married to one specific food and tell myself like, no, I'm never gonna quit this. I'm never gonna quit this. I'm always looking to evolve.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the overall theme with you, right, in this whole video is just like you stay hungry, like no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even like it, like that's just like a natural instinct in you at this point, which is very
Yes.
cool.
I'm addicted. I say it. I'm addicted to pain.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah. Every time I have pain, I come out on top. Huh?
That sounds kinky.
Super kinky, yeah. Sounds kinky, but it's not. Shouldn't be kinky. Now, I'm addicted. I'm not addicted to the moment of pain. I'm just addicted to the after feeling.
Mhm.
Every time I have pain, when I'm gonna get a tattoo, dude, I love the tattoo. If I have to wait for the food, dude, food tastes amazing. I'm creating a perspective on me constantly that I have to conquer, challenge, suffer, and be better. Dude, that's just my science now. whenever I don't have it, I'm like, dude, and Christina has it too. Me and Christina, if we don't work at least an hour of a day, we'll go crazy. We're like, dude, we are bums. We're not
Yeah.
working around, we're bums. And we haven't stopped working since forever. It's crazy. We feel like useless if we don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So on that note, and this is something I think I discovered after researching, like the Orangutan brand, that is also Christina, right? Like it's both of you kind of running this whole show, right?
Dude, she's running it more than me. Are you crazy? I don't even have a wallet. No, 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 no. People, Orangutan is not me. Orangutan started as like my last name is a plain words with my last name. My
Mhm.
uncle used to call me Ohrangu just to fool around with us when I was young.
Mhm.
And it's a brandable name. I understand it has like resonance, and it was super calculated. I thought it was super cool because I do like primates and stuff. Uh, but like the whole concept, it is a concept. It's not me. So Christina, especially Christina right now, she's a boss. She's managing all the companies. She's always done, ¿cómo se dice administración? Administration for the company. She has a very hard job, but like she went to school. She went to school for it more than me, so she's better prepared than me for to do that.
Mhm.
In the other company, I used to do everything. I used to sell the projects. I used to talk about money. I used to create the project. I used to go and buy. I used to tell the company where we were going. So in Orangutan, I used that and I created an ecosystem where nobody competes inside the company. Everybody has something to do and they do the best at it. And when that happened, I literally left I don't have a wallet anymore. I depend on Christina. I understand it's terrible to depend on someone, but the concept of me and Christina, we say that we're teammates, and she does the best that she can in the company, and I do the best that I can in the company, and together we help each other achieve what we want.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's a cool relationship to have right there.
yeah, the best, the
Mhm.
best.
Well, hey, I know we're nearing on time. You have a shoot coming up. I'm just gonna ask you like one kind of last question.
Go ahead.
So you've been doing or creating content for seems like your whole life at this point, right?
12 years, 13 years, like since I've been doing it, like earning money from it. Yeah.
Okay. All that knowledge you kind of gained, what do you think are common, hurdles or things that are holding other content creators from kind of continuing to grow as individuals?
It's a combination. Now I'll say it's a combination of things. The main thing would be influence. Uh, dude. Are you sure you want this answer because it's super intense?
Let's do it. That's real you.
Okay, okay, get ready. I don't think it's gonna be what you think. For me, lie. The word lie is the problem of the root of all problems. The lie. Okay, so with that in mind, when let's say I'm a YouTuber
Okay.
and I start making money and I became like a super famous content creator. I'm a YouTuber and I'm in a yacht. This is just an example.
Mhm.
And I'm in a yacht I made it. Dude, I'm famous. Like I have all these fake friends because everybody wants to be part of the cloud. The main lie that I'm telling is that I'm happy. Is that I'm happy with the money or I'm happy with the fake friends. You see a lot of fake people on social media. It is the concept of Instagram specifically to sell yourself as an upgraded version of yourself. It is that is what Instagram is. I don't know if people follow it or no, but that's the reality of Instagram specifically.
Mhm.
Um, so with that lie, I'm influencing all these young people to want to be like me.
Mhm.
So, dude, that's a hurdle right there. I want to be like someone that is not happy. I want to create content like someone that is not happy. I want to be part of a circuit that is not real. You see it, dude. There's a lot of YouTubers that are super frustrated. The guys they have amazing communities. They're amazing creators. They teach people, and they have this is something that is crazy to me, dude. I'm Canon, and I send a camera to the best YouTuber, the most amazing YouTuber. This guy's fucking amazing. He has amazing followers. What a great community. And I had to give the camera back. What? Dude, Canon, you already sold more cameras than, dude, whatever. You're already a millionaire. Support your creator. Or creators, stop selling cameras for free. That's crazy, dude. A lot of these YouTubers, they don't have a place to, we say it in Latin America, you don't have a place to die. You don't have money. You don't have, and you want it. You want to be successful. So the lie influenced so many ways in so many places, and it's all wrong. And instead of telling us how to monetize, how to be free from the beginning, we have to do what we want. I don't have to be part of a circuit that is not making me happy. That's why everything looks the same too. Like there's this guy influenced this guy, and everybody's looking to the sides. The ones that are disrupting and looking up, they're the ones that influence better, or they're the ones that are, at least they're winning. But nobody is telling 100% the truth. Not even the best creators, and I love them. I love a lot of them because I learn a lot from them. But there's a huge lie always, and that's what we want to do. I want to tell the truth all the time. I want to be honest all the time. Dude, I'm as honest as I can, and that's what I'm trying to be in social media. And if I edit myself and I take a photo of myself and I put the nose like this and I have a Lambo in my back, I'm gonna say I edit my nose and that Lambo is rented. That's not my Lambo.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, that's not real. I'm traveling here in a private jet, but it's not my jet. I'm going there to take photos for social media, and I'm gonna say this is what I'm doing. I'm not trying to influence a lie. I want to be part of the crowd. I want to be cool, yes, but I'm gonna tell the truth all the time, because if I influence the truth, people don't have to try to be someone that is not gonna fucking make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that's kind of like I don't know if I did it proper, but hope you got the idea.
Yeah, no, I appreciate like that. Like, it's almost like you're saying, like, you're just trying to be transparent. Like, hey, this is the reality. Like, everyone's just following a picture, but it's like, it's just a picture. There's way more. That's what you feel like at the beginning.
Yeah, it's crazy. Ya voy para allá. Yeah, exactly. Dude, the lie. Imagine if we eliminate lies.
Mm-hmm.
It would be crazy, dude. We're having so many problems. The root of war is the influence of power. The way history is told is by celebrating the power. And if we keep celebrating power, dude, I promise you, the kings, they're not happy, a lot of them. The kings back in the day, they were not happy. They had all this power and all this money, and dude, they were so fucking unhappy, making everyone work for them. They have no one to celebrate their success with, because they were pushing everybody down, because they were frustrated, because he tried to be like the other king, and the other king, and the other king, and all the kings, they're lying. Everybody's lying. Tell me the truth. There's no happiness in being alone. Nobody wants to be alone. Nobody wants to die alone. Dude, tell me the truth, and we're all going to be successful.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, I think that's a perfect time. And I know you have to run. Sorry, I appreciate you giving me that to talk to.
An honor, dude.
Well, hey, Mike, I appreciate you being just intense, transparent, and just very educational all at the same time.
Thank you, sir. What an honor.
Cool, man. Well, I'm going to let you go, and then hopefully look to reconnecting with you soon.
Hey, man. Yeah, please tell me what's your Instagram so I can follow you right now, dude. I don't use my phone as people think.
No, yeah, heck yeah. It's K_digitals.
K_digital, dude. We're connecting for real.